I refused to join any club that would have me as a member. Marriage is a wonderful institution, but who wants to live in an institution? Behind every successful man is a woman. Behind her is his wife. The secret of life is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake that, you've got it made. I've had a perfectly wonderful evening. But this wasn't it. I never forget a face, but in your case I'll be glad to make an exception. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got into my pajamas I'll never know. A black cat crossing your path signifies that the animal is going somewhere. I must confess, I was born at a very early age. Well, art is art, isn't it? Still, on the other hand, water is water. And east is east and west is west, and if you take cranberries and stew them like applesauce they taste much more like prunes than rhubarb does. Now you tell me what you know. Who are you going to believe, me or your own eyes? I remember the first time I had sex, I kept the receipt. I won't belong to any organization that would have me as a member. No man goes before his time, unless the boss leaves early. All people are born alike, except Republicans and Democrats. I was married by a judge. I should have asked for a jury. There's one way to find out if a man is honest. Ask him. If he says, yes, you know he is a crook. My favorite poem is the one that starts 30 days hath September because it actually tells you something. I have had a perfectly wonderful evening, but this wasn't it. Quote me as saying I was misquoted. I have a mind to join a club and beat you over the head with it. A child of 5 would understand this. Send someone to fetch a child of 5. Go, and never darken my towels again. Humor is reason gone mad. From the moment I picked your book up until I laid it down, I was convulsed with laughter. Someday I intend reading it. Military justice is to justice what military music is to music. Anyone who says he can see through women is missing a lot. If you've heard this story before, don't stop me, because I'd like to hear it again. In Hollywood, brides keep the bouquets and throw away the groom. Politics doesn't make strange bedfellows, marriage does. Why, I'd horsewhip you if I had a horse. Women should be obscene and not heard. My mother loved children. She would have given anything if I had been one. Those are my principles, and if you don't like them, well, I have others. Outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside of a dog it's too dark to read. My favorite poem is the one that starts 30 days hath September because it actually tells you something. I, not events, have the power to make me happy or unhappy today. I can choose which it shall be. Yesterday is dead, tomorrow hasn't arrived yet. I have just one day, today, and I'm going to be happy in it. She got her looks from her father. He's a plastic surgeon. A man's only as old as the woman he feels. I don't care to belong to a club that accepts people like me as members. Getting older is no problem. You just have to live long enough. Man does not control his own fate. The women in his life do that for him. I worked my way up from nothing to a state of extreme poverty. If I held you any closer, I would be on the other side of you. A hospital bed is a parked taxi with the meter running. I'm not feeling very well, I need a doctor immediately. Ring the nearest golf course. I must say I find television very educational. The minute somebody turns it on, I go to the library and read a good book. It isn't necessary to have relatives in Kansas City in order to be unhappy. Before I speak, I have something important to say. Why a 4-year-old child could understand this report? Run out and find me a 4-year-old child. I can't make head nor tail out of it. I find television very educating. Every time somebody turns on the set, I go into the other room and read a book. A woman is an occasional pleasure, but a cigar is always a smoke. I'm leaving because the weather is too good. I hate London when it's not raining. Military intelligence is a contradiction in terms. Either he's dead or my watch has stopped. Why should I care about posterity? What's posterity ever done for me? I've got the brain of a 4-year-old. I'll bet he was glad to be rid of it.